Well, hello there, and welcome back to War Thunder. I'm Corny Swiss, and today I'm playing the Chieftain 3 in a simulator battle. Basically, everyone versus the Russians, so Chieftains, M60s versus T-62s. I haven't decided what I think about the T-62 yet. I obviously haven't played it, but it seems very similar to the T-54. I guess it's designed the exact same way, almost just has that smooth bore gun, which I want to get my hands on. But anyways, the first half of this battle is kind of maybe shows how long it's been since I've played simulator, and I have to brush off some rust and things like that. But we'll get in the swing of things. Before we get too far into the game, I wanted to maybe have a little bit of a poll in the comments. I've been tossing around ideas. I want to spice up things by playing something other than War Thunder. It makes it a little easier for me to have videos more regularly if it's a game that maybe produces content more consistently. And it's not like I don't want to make it sound like I'm a factory. I'm trying to put out videos, but there is something to be said for playing another game I have a lot of fun with, and kind of splicing it in with the War Thunder. So games I've been throwing around, GTA, always a favorite. I love GTA. Total War Warhammer, maybe, or maybe one of the other Total War games. That was one of those. City Skylines. I did like a city building thing way back in the day, but I kind of want to do another one because I like city building games. So just to name a few, feel free to give any thoughts or feedback, or maybe if there's some other genre I should maybe try, like maybe go to, instead of GTA, more like Far Cry, more of the Far Crys. I love the Far Cry series, so I don't know about the new one. Maybe the new one, the Primal one, but 4, 3, those were both really good. So yeah, just let me know. What's happened is you saw how I'm not used to aiming in simulator, because I really should have nailed that PT-76, I think it is, but I didn't, because the gun is offset from the sight, and I'm not used to that. So that was a bummer. Now I'm sitting in front of this T-62 because he's on fire, so I know he's having some issues, and I should be able to just repair right in front of him and then move my gun over, hopefully reload and kill him. I didn't see that guy there who's now shooting me, but it seems like he's going to have some problems with my armor. I think that might be a factor of the, what's it called? Their, like, fin stabilized ammo. I think maybe it doesn't deal with super sloped surfaces very well, but obviously I don't know anything. I need to research more. I decided to run forward and ram because I didn't want him to be able to shoot like my lower glacis or anything, but I did also just punch a shot off his roof. Not a problem. That's just because I didn't get the gun down far enough. But I was kind of screwed. There wasn't two ways out of that one. The PT-76 ends up getting me. But in simulator, you get multiple lives. It's pretty sweet. It's like how War Thunder used to be back in the day with, I think, realistic, where you got, like, I'm pretty sure simulator's always been this way. But in the other game modes too, like, tanks got respawns. Heavy tanks only got one spawn, medium tanks got 2 or something like that. But in simulator I get to run out the Chieftain again, and now I have an idea of where they all are. So this should be more interesting now. I know there's at least 2 T-62s, likely. Well, there's at least 3. One of which is probably dead because he was on fire and stuff. The other one's probably fine. There's that PT-76, he's still around, and then there's another T-62 unaccounted for. We don't have anyone up over here, so everyone's dead. So they're likely going to run to the cap. I would think the PT-76 is capping, but there was also the T-62 over on that little ledge. He could very well be the one in the cap, and the PT-76 and the other T-62, the one that was shooting at me when I was face hugging that guy, could be the guys who are over here. or at least pushing down on this side. So we got like tracers and stuff going off. That's pretty firm indication that people are on their way. Now, through this bush in front of me, I am in fact going to start seeing movement. Oh, that's a tank. See, you can see him just through that bush. Fire the gun. PT-76 knocked out. So that's one of my suspected assailants. Now the other one happens, I just saw a tracer go at him. Oh, something just hit him. Quickly get the shell off, right through the lower plate in the ammo rack. Nukes him, blows up, sweet. So it's always important to keep in mind where tanks were when you died, and think about how you would do things, or how an average player would do things. Like, for example, I would expect someone who's close to the cap, once everyone's dead, to go to the cap, just because you need to cap to win. So especially in the situation they're in, where we own 2 of the 3, they really need A, and then they need to push to B and C. So I might almost expect those guys to not respawn up here, and instead spawn on their other point and move to C, because C is kind of sectioned off from B and A. Something I've always found interesting about this map is that you basically have 3 corridors that can sort of influence the battle. A can influence on B, B can kind of influence on C, but C can't influence on anybody. But it is also kind of sneaky. So it's always it's kind of interesting how the map is tiered, and makes for some fun gameplay. Now we're capping A. I think it might be a Bulldog, or else it's a Patton in there. I think it's an M60 in there. I'm not sure. There's some type of American tank is over there. So, because I'm pretty sure that we're clear on this ridge, because I think simulator battles aren't very deep in terms of number of players, so can be pretty safe. And I thought that might have been a guy. It was AI, whatever. But now I can kind of put this tank to work. I'm gonna try and go as hull down as possible, make sure we're clear. It looks like we are. And then I'm just going to watch their spawn exit, because if we hold A, we probably win, because B is very difficult to take if you don't have A or any type of presence on the southern ridge, just because you have all the flank shots from up here. And I'm perfectly protected from someone at B, so it's very easy for someone at A to influence the battle at B. So if I can kind of sit here until it doesn't matter, or until I'm pretty convinced that no one's going to come out, then that's okay. The problem is that someone's likely to come out because of how many players are left. There's enough players where someone could very well come out. And just as I think about moving forward, I see that guy dip down. First shell. That's me not being used to how the gun is aimed. So you can see how it doesn't line up. Take his return shell. My next shell goes through his dust cloud. I just fired it because I wanted to get a hit on him. But this is where the chieftain like really shows up. Like bam. Like I fired 3 shells and he fired 1. And my first shell was a wash. Like it didn't do any damage. His first shell hit me, and I got 2 consecutive shots off. And 120 millimeter gun. It's difficult to stand in front of that firepower at this range. So he was kind of toast, whether he knew it or not. And teammate, running alongside, he was going to give him some problems too. So now that that's taken care of, I'm pretty sure no one else is going to come this way. There's a few players left, but I think they're going to be pushing on B or C. So I'm going to run over to the ridge and see if I can't cover my teammates, or even maybe pick off some guys. Now I am watching the battle messages to see, they're capping C, to see if that allied tank that just went past me over towards their spawn, if he gets knocked out, then I need to turn around and deal with whoever comes. There's another chieftain. I'm just kind of checking it out. there's a leopard. I'm just about to spot a leopard, and I almost pulled the trigger on him, but because I couldn't quite tell. When I saw that little like light thing, I checked to make sure we had Germans on our team. But yep, he's friendly. And there's one of those little German like little Jagdpanzer things. So those are both good. He just nuked that. I didn't even see that PT-76, but he just got him. So thought that. I keep thinking that Leopard might be a T-54 because I don't know, at this range when I'm not used to seeing him, like you can see how I could mess that up. But now I'm just Overwatch. There's no point of me driving anywhere because we're just about to win. So I might as well sit up here in case some teammates need my help from up here. Unlikely. We're capping C now. So this game is going to be a wrap. The good guys are going to win. Go blue team. So yeah, in the comment section, please let me know if any of those games were appealing, because they're all games I've played a lot of and I really enjoy, and I want to try and I don't really know which one to play. I guess like I would be happy playing any of them, but I maybe need some direction on maybe just a place to start, and then I'll kind of expand based on what I think works, what I'm having fun with, and stuff like that. But ultimately, I'm very indecisive, and I need help. But anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching. I've been Corny Swiss, and I'll see you next time.